Am I live? I hope my audio is working. Hey, can y'all hear me? I've never done this before. Awesome. I'm gonna post about this and then hopefully we'll have more people join us. But 14 people already, wow. How's everyone doing tonight? Or I don't know, it might be different time zones. How's everyone doing? I just had Instagram jump scare me. Okay, California. Yeah, it's 9:18 here too. So I'm guessing it's like it's 6 o'clock in California. So it's not too bad. I wish I was in California right now. Oh, it's Cheetah Girl. I from Twitter. Sometimes I recognize usernames like obviously like on like Twitter or like other platforms, but I never know because I think on YouTube a lot of people have like different names. Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah, it was really not beautiful by me. I'm in New Jersey, so today it was just like straight up rain. And it was honestly a scary drive getting home. But I'm alive. I'm here and I'm alive. Oh, you got study abroad, Chloe. Did you open her? Are you enjoying her? Study abroad, Chloe was like my favorite. I mean, she's actually the only one I have on display, except aside from V Files. I got study abroad, Chloe. Um, MG did this thing in 2015. They like gifted like 50 or so fans like a PR package, and it was really cool to get like hype going for the 2015 reboot. And I will say it worked at that moment, but then obviously didn't fizzle out or pan out the way it um, was, I guess they were hoping to. But I really cherish Study Abroad Chloe. I think she's a really cool doll. Let me post this. I'm getting distracted already. I hate the way Instagram formats things sometimes. But I will try my best to let the people know. I'm doing an Instagram post right now, and I'm putting the Creeproductions at the front because I feel like that is what is on everyone's mind. And we will be opening the Creeproductions tonight, which I'm excited about. There's a few things that I'm not super excited about with the Creeproductions, and I'm sure a lot of people probably know what I mean. Um, okay. I feel like a person who's not like technologically advanced right now, and I know I'm like really good with technology typically, but like when it comes to certain things like going live on YouTube, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first live stream, so I'm excited to share this experience with everybody. Okay, let me hurry up and do this because I'm slow with what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to also look at the chat. I guess I'll talk about Monster High a little bit. Like, what's your honest opinions on Monster High overall? Hi, Junk Drawer. So right now, with Monster High, I have mixed feelings on it overall as a brand. I think there are some things that have been really cool. Like I was really excited when they first started up, like like with the reboot, and I was excited for the Skeletor dolls, but I didn't get them because they were like really hard to get at the time. And I also wasn't super interested in the Grady twins, and I wasn't interested in like Pennywise at the time. But when Greta Gremlin came out, I was actually really sad I didn't wasn't able to snag her. But when they started doing Haunt Couture, that's when I actually got really excited. And I have not missed any Haunt Couture release, I want to say. So I was happy about that. The only ones I missed were like the Masquerade ones, just because I don't know. I only got Spectra, and I have mixed feelings on the Spectra. And I will be posting a video about Spectra soon. And yeah, I think right now Monster High, like I was excited for G3. I do like the start of G3. There's some things I would definitely change about G3. Um, I think some of the quality issues are very apparent, so that's kind of like what bugs me about G3. And I watched the first movie, the first live action movie, and I started watching the new animated show, but I didn't really get into it. But I know like kids enjoy it, so I guess there is a market. I'm not the target for audience for Monster High at the moment, except for I guess the G1 releases. The G1 releases though have been kind of lackluster to me. I was really excited about the Honka tour, the first three, Claudine, Frankie, and Draculaura. And I do have the new Creeproductions, and I was very happy because I got the first wave of Creeproductions when they first came out in store. I want to say it was like a week before their official release, and I found them at a Walmart, and I spent like literally all the money I had left on those Creeproductions because like the first wave of Monster High was like the one. I mean, not to be like that person who's like so nostalgia bent on things, but I was like, you know what, like this was like the one that I really, really enjoyed when they first came out. Because even like when Monster High was first out, I fell off the collecting bandwagon, and I think I stopped collecting Monster High like maybe 2 or 3 years after it debuted originally. So I feel like with both the first gen and like the current gen. I like started out strong collecting and then it kind of phased out for me. But I do want some of the new G3 stuff. I definitely want Venus. I want Claude. I got Abby, and I definitely want some of the other new characters coming out like Caddy. And I really love that ballerina line. That looks really cool. And these Wave 2 Creeproductions, I've been really, really looking forward to. The only thing I'm really concerned about is Spectra. And the quality control really scares me on Monster High. So I ordered 2 of each. And then I think I'm just going to like sell the other ones at retail price. But I just don't know if I should sell on Mercari or eBay because I know Mercari's seller, not the seller fees, they have a buyer fee now, and it's like really bad for buyers. So I might just put them on eBay or maybe sell to friends who didn't get a chance to purchase them. But I just wanted to be able to like choose a face because I did not think these were going to come to stores. Okay, I'm posting this thing and then I'm gonna like actually get started. But I'm really excited to do this live stream because, first of all, it's a challenge for me because, as somebody pointed out, I do like to talk a lot, especially when it comes to dolls. It's kind of like my when I do a video or something, it's like my therapy for the day because I can just like literally talk into the void. But now I have people to actually talk to on here, thankfully, and I'm not talking into the void for like later consumption from the public. But yeah, it's nice to just like sit down and just talk dolls, especially like when you like work like boring jobs. Not that my job is boring, my job really does. It's entertaining, but it's also like it's it's a tedious job. Secondhand, I gotta wait a week for her to be delivered all the way in Costa Rica. Oh, I hope she comes soon. I feel like you'll enjoy her. Definitely study abroad is so good. Honestly, as a whole. Will the Monster High dolls be in stores or only on Amazon? That is a great question. I have like I really wish I knew that because I ordered them off Amazon because I was so unsure and very scared. So I was like, okay, let me order like 2 of each. I'll choose between the 2 and I'll go from there because I didn't think they're coming to stores, honestly. I'm getting my garbage bag ready because I feel like this is going to be a mess. I think I'm going to start with Cleo and Deuce. I don't know. I'm so used to like turning the camera this way because my camera's usually flipped when I film, but here we are, Cleo and Deuce. I will say the packaging, it looks pretty spot on to me. Someone had pointed out some differences, I think, with the single dolls, with like the packaging. But honestly, this looks pretty darn faithful to me. I'm not gonna be like a G1 diehard. Like I'm not gonna die on that hill, but I really do miss some of the G1 aesthetics, and more specifically, I miss the G1 packaging. I love this like notebook type packaging. It's really cute. Is there another beast couple at MH? We think not. I love it when they would just do random stuff like that. And I love like the bios and stuff on the back. I think we did get this with some of the G3 dolls, but it's not as like fun. Thank you for the eyebrow comment. Oh, you're a New Yorker. It makes sense. We like to talk. I'm like right next to New York. I would leave them in the box, but I already unboxed my first set of Creeproductions, so I was like, you know what? They're coming out. Also, I feel like they're kind of like more fun out of the box. But I do love the boxes. I kind of wish G3 kind of mirrored this style of packaging. I don't like how much plastic I would say G3 used. I think that's one of my main quips about G3's overall thing. And that's something I've complained about since day one, but they keep using that same like weird um super like plastic all over the place packaging. Congrats on Ghoulia. Ghoulia is like one of my favorites from like I got her originally Christmas 2010. And I literally have had all these dolls at one point, and of course I no longer have them. But until now, so I'm glad I have them again. Oh, congrats on Abby and Spectra. I thankfully um my check for my freelance work came through yesterday and it cleared today. So I was like, okay, saved me. Um and thankfully, I'm personally in a better financial position, but I really hope that you enjoy. I'm sorry that you're on a budget because I get it. Because if it had not been for that, I would have missed out on these Creepros. Screenings and stuff on my Creepros. I ordered two of each because I will say the other ones I have, there's like errors on them. And I'm noticing something like around the lips on some of the ones with errors is that they are like fading or they're like feathered out. Like it's honestly disappointing, the quality control. I'm I don't know if it's like they had to sacrifice the quality control for to produce more of them and make them more accessible. Because I will say, I so far these have felt more accessible, at least like online. I don't know if they're gonna like restock in places. I would like to know like what the plan is for this wave of Creepros, honestly. But my screenings look good. I don't know how I feel about Abby's right now, and I'll show y'all Abby's in a bit when I unbox her. This is my Deuce, and I think he looks pretty fine. All the Deuces have seemed pretty standard to me. Maybe like one eye is bigger than the other. Oh, I have to get used to like not being mirrored. But Deuce is so cute. So I originally got Deuce and Cleo, the 2-pack, in 2010. And there was this store called Oz in California. I think it's still in California. It's like kind of like a novelty gift shop. And they would sell dolls as well. And I got Deuce and Cleo from there. But I really disliked them at the time. And I think it was honestly because of Cleo's tinsel, and it really bugged me at the time. So I think I ended up giving her, because my aunt was/is a doll collector. My aunt lives in California. I don't know why I'm saying lived, like past tense. No, she still lives in California. So I just gave her my doll, but I was like 12 at the time. Like I really did not know better. I didn't know how to work with hair as well. But this is my Cleo. I do think she's very, very gorgeous. I'm pretty satisfied with her. I'll probably just wash out this part and try to tame it, but the tinsel isn't that bad. This Cleo, like this design, this really, really just takes me back personally. Tinsel variant for Abby. I don't know. I didn't realize there was a tinsel variant, but I just saw Plastic Hearts, I think, on Twitter post about it. And somebody posted about it, and I was really, really confused. Are their legs not strong? I don't know. Oh, it's like those legs that are in place, yeah. She's gorgeous. I will say, compared to a lot of the Cleos I've seen, like the original Cleos, the face feels like slightly an improvement compared to the originals. We have their stands. So do we think Deuce has Polly or Saran? I have like my coffee here and I don't want these plastic ties falling into it. I feel like that'd be a great way to end the day, is to choke on a plastic tie. Can someone confirm, does Deuce come with one glove? I don't remember. He probably does, and I'm just like, I'm just unsure at the moment. Yeah, Cleo and Deuce, they look really good. Kanekalon. This wave is interesting though, because obviously we have Ghoulia with Saran, and then we have Spectra with Polly when they were both originally Kanekalon. I think I'm going to open Spectra up next. She's kind of the one I've been just preparing for some disappointment. Thank you for confirming Deuce comes with one glove. What does her thing say? Who are the real Vondergeists? Spectra. So someone actually pointed out, I forget who, that they reused some of the same assets for the binder fold here on the 3 single ghouls. I don't know whose it originated with. And I wonder why they went with that design choice. Why would they do that? I'm just touching the Polly right now. It doesn't feel awful. Like, it's Polly, but it's not. I don't know. I think I might try to do that, like, hair on her, like from her artwork, because I think it's probably going to work better with the Polly. But it's just disappointing that they would use the Polly. Especially when I feel like the Creeproductions, quality-wise, have been pretty consistent. But there's also not a lot to compare it to, because there's only been one other... wave of Creeproductions. And there's Spectra, and I already lost a hand. Yeah, Kanekalon works really well with heating tools, which I was really, really happy to find out about when I was doing my Teen Trends Kiana. She crimped really well, so I was like, that's really nice. I just like hate like the Polly with the choppy hair. Like, yeah, it's layered, but it's Polly layers. But she does look really good, I will say. And the face, I'm not mad at this face. I wish my camera quality on my laptop was better. But yeah, the hair is pretty stiff. I wonder if I could just like spray it into place so it's like it never moves. Ever. I first got Spectra in 2011. Oh, it's Christmas 2011, yeah. So I'm happy to have her again. I do wish she had better hair, but there was this pop-up in New York City that Lady Gaga did in 2011 around Christmas time. It was called Gaga's Workshop, and it was in Barney's, New York. And my mom let me. I was in middle school at the time, so she let me skip class, and she took me to the city that day, and we checked out the Lady Gaga pop-up shop, and we went to Toys R Us after, and I got some Bratz, and I got Spectra. So yeah, fun memories. Do I still have my old Monster High dolls? I don't, for the most part. I had my Abby, and I had this. I think it was Sculptimate Roller Maze. Oh, what's her name? Operetta. I was gonna call her Odelia. So yeah, I had them stored away somewhere, and I don't know what happened to them. Honestly, they're probably like in a bin somewhere. But those are like the only ones I kept from my childhood. And then over the pandemic, I actually was getting back into Monster High for a brief moment. So I bought First Wave, Frankie, and Claudine, and I got Forbidden Love, Draculaura. But they all ended up having really, really bad glue seepage, like horrendous. Also, I'm opening Abby. I never even like announced. What does her thing say? I am thinking scary cute, but annoying classmate may be fun for date. Abby, I originally got from a Kmart in 2012 in California. Okay, this Abby looks like she has that good tinsel, is what I think people are like referring to. Like she has that tinsel that looks kind of like a texture. Whereas I think there's some that just have like that plain tinsel that's like really, really annoying. I used to be obsessed with Gaga. Like it was, yeah. And I still have all my stuff from like that pop-up shop. Like I never could get rid of it. The only thing I got rid of, I had these like candies from it that I kept in a freezer, and then I had to get rid of them eventually. Yeah, I also wish they used the original face sculpt on Spectra, but it doesn't look too bad. She looks pretty okay. I don't know if that Kanekalon rumor is true. I feel like somebody started that as a joke, but it's like a really horrible joke to make. Any way to fix bad poly hair on a doll? I have a horrible doll with it, and I don't know what to do. I heard boil wash doesn't work on it. For me, I like to get it damp, and I like to use a flat iron on it on a low setting to start with. But I have to make sure that it's like conditioned and washed beforehand. I definitely need to do a video on poly hair at some point. I have technically, yeah, I have done a poly hair video, maybe like more dedicated, and probably like on a Bratz doll. My old dolls, I think I just got rid of them. There was one point in my life when I was a teenager where I felt like I had outgrown them. Also, here's my Abby. I felt like I had outgrown my dolls when I was around like maybe 15-ish. And that was also when I was starting to really like come out, and I don't know, like I just felt like maybe I had outgrown them. And then I that was definitely like a lie. Like I don't know why I lied to myself. Abby's really cute. I think I still have my original somewhere, but I haven't been able to find her. But I'm glad I got the Creeproduction at the very least, because I really wanted to put my original out with my first wave Creeproduction set when they first came out. But now there's a Creeproduction of this one. So there's Abby. And yeah, I would say that tinsel looks pretty good. I like that tinsel. No, they used a different, like less defined face sculpt for this version of Spectra. Yeah, Ghoulia is so cute. I can't wait to open mine. Oh, my boyfriend's here. Hey. Hi, Richie. I was like, what? You're going to take my Abby? I got you. I love that. I love it when people like don't let go of their passions. And I really hope one day I get to be the 56-year-old doll collector as well. Abby sculpt, I don't know. I don't know if they changed it, honestly. Hi, I don't want to say your name wrong. Melis or Melis? All right, I think it's time to open up Ghoulia because Ghoulia, this doll, I remember in 2010, like she was just starting to pop up. I don't know if anyone remembers in 2010 when, or like 2010 to 2012 when Monster High, like they would come out, but like either like the resellers or there would be like little stock in stores would like buy them out. So it was really, really hard to find certain dolls in stores. And when Ghoulia first came out, she was so hard to find in stores. And so my aunt, I asked her to buy her for me off eBay for Christmas that year. Oh, I'm so glad I got it right. So I asked her to buy her from eBay for me, and she did because she really she didn't have kids, so she loved me, and she like spoiled me a lot. And I got her for Christmas that year, but not too long after, I found her like in a Walgreens, and I was like, really, like in a Walgreens? Oh, what does Ghoulia's box say? I like reading the tops. Translation. I'm not just a comic book fangirl. I'm working on my own comic book series. I'm tired. That's amazing. Ghoulia. Ghoulia's my girl. I love her color palette to death. Right in front of my Ghoulia. Oh, I hear you. Touching Abby's hair does bring me back a little bit. I would say, like, if you really like to, like for me, like I like to feel my dolls and I like to touch the hair and I like to put them on display. And also, just for me personally, for display reasons, like I have to take them out of the box. It's so hard keeping them in the box. Although, like, honestly, if I could, I would probably leave these in the box, but it's okay. I'm gonna just relive my childhood. But I would honestly like say like, yeah, like take them out of the box, but it really does depend on like how you're feeling as a collector. Will you want to preserve her? I will say the box design on these are gorgeous, as you know they have always been. And we have Ghoulia out of the box. She looks like she has like that plastic piece over her glasses, and I don't think like they ever used to do that back in the day. I could be wrong. Oh, I got a good one. So it was really hard to like choose a face from the Ghoulias just because she has the glasses on, but mine looks so stunning. I literally love Ghoulia so much. Like her color palette, like the reds and the blues together. Ooh, excuse me. She's just so gorgeous. At 16 was when the 2015 gals were on the horizon. So I was focusing on that and going through the grief of that. LOL. I get that because I think I was I just turned 16 when 2015 was happening. And I kind of like ditched everything else, like my entire doll collection at the time. And I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on the 2015 Bratz. And I don't know why I was in that mindset. I think it was honestly like part of like my OCD of like I need to like do like one thing. Like I used to do that all the time as a kid. I'd be like, I have to focus on this one thing or this one collection or this one line, and I need every doll from this line or something like that. And like it'd usually be phases that wouldn't last very long, but yeah, I was like that with 2015. And then the fallout of 2015 was just, it's so interesting to have lived through that. Do you remember which MH dolls you had? Yes, I had all of the first wave except Claudine because I could never find Claudine in the store. And then by the time like I probably did find a Claudine, but I kind of fell out of Monster High. And then I did have Gloom Beach. Was it Gloom? It was Gloom Beach, yeah. Cleo and Frankie. I had Ghoulia, I had Abby, I had Spectra. I had, who did I have? Oh, I had that operetta from the Skulltimate Roller Maze, I believe. And honestly, like my MH history did not extend very far because I literally got into them and then I fell out. Yeah, this Ghoulia looks so good. I'm trying to think of what other Monster Highs I had though. I feel like I did have Cleo and the Deuce, but oh, and I did have Laguna, yeah. The Laguna I really didn't like because of her box hair. Like that, I was so picky about it at the time, which like was ironic because I was dealing with like Bratz 2010, which was like primarily polypropylene at the time. So I'm like, who was I to be picky about the hair? I'm gonna show this Ghoulia again because she's just so pretty. I think she's definitely like my fave of this lineup. She has gorgeous saran hair. I did like the Kanekalon on her from the original, but I do love a good saran. She does need a boil wash to get that hair. I want that bone straight. I hope Amazon does a restock. I think more people deserve access to these, but it looks like there was a lot of sales for these. I don't know. I wonder how many they produced honestly cuz I know Bratz sometimes does things in limited quantities. I think they overproduced for Kylie. Um, and then like the limited releases, typically it depends. It could vary from like 8,000 to 35,000, depending. So I wonder like what Mattel's quantity is. Like what goal are they trying to meet here? Was there a reason you fell out with Monster High? Um, I think honestly, my thing with Monster High was that there was too much of it at the time, and I feel like it was a lot of burnout of like trying to keep up with like new characters and new dolls that were coming out, and there were dolls that I really wanted from Monster High at the time, but I was like, this was getting expensive, and I was like, you know what, I can't. And I wanted to focus on Bratz at the time and focus on like what was going on with Bratz because Bratz was having like their comeback moment, and so my attention was really drifting. And I also was like, between that time was like 12 to 15 years old, so I didn't have money. So it's like, okay, like whatever I can get, I'll get Bratz. But now, like as an adult, like as you can see, like it turns into this because it's like I can get everything if I really want to. And yeah, I would say the outfits were going downhill. A lot of it felt very like it's a piece of fabric type dresses. Like I don't know. Monster High kind of felt boring in like the mid 2010s to me. And then when they did the reboot, I was like, oh okay. Like I think it's over from here. Okay, I do have some OMGs. I'm surprised I got through all the Creepros. But yeah, what is y'all's favorite Creepro? Because I think mine is Ghoulia, but I'm really impressed by these three specifically. Deuce is cute. Spectra looks good. It's just that hair is a little... She's kind of wild. But I feel like if I like zhuzh it up a bit, it'll be really cute. But yeah. They all have Saran except for Spectra. Spectra has poly, but that's it. Okay, I think it might be time to open up some OMGs. Abby's really good. This is Pinky Pops. I literally got her today. It was like an impulse buy. I bought a bunch of tweens and OMGs today because I was like, I think it's time. I don't know. This packaging reminds me of Instapets, like Bratz 2015. She has like nail stickers and a file in here, I think. Put the nails on. Maybe, because I literally chewed off my nails today out of anxiety. She's cute. The edited joints on the sweet nail. Did they edit the joints? Oh, wow. I didn't even notice. It does remind me of like the old Bratz stock photos. I used to be like, oh my God, like how do you pose them when the Bratz did it back in the day? She's pretty cute. I don't know who she's related to. Does she have a sister? I'm not quite sure. Does anyone know her sister? I'm debating if I want to get Kitty K and Candylicious at some point. I got her first because she's like the new character technically out of the three of them. Kitty K and Candylicious look cute though, so I might get them. They're these really cute drinks, but these are also nail polishes. So we love innovation here. MGA is always looking to innovate, clearly. It's not really an innovation, I'm joking, but it's really cute when they do double accessories. It reminds me of I have the playset back here. You can't really see it, but it's like the Bratz Kids super secret laundry. No, not the laundromat. The super secret lip gloss. No, the super secret nail salon bedroom set from like Sleepover Adventure. And it's like this bed, and then like you put your nails in it, and it like you press down and it automatically like dries your nails with heat. I thought that was really cool as a kid. This is what that kind of reminds me of. Chica Chica is her sister. Okay. I don't remember. I fell off of LOL too. Like the tots, I fell off after a good year because those. I think that's like the issue with a lot of dolls is like when they overproduce and they oversaturate the market. Like that's what happened with Monster High. I think it happened with Bratz. LOL OMG. I think it's happened with Rainbow High. It's like they're growing so fast and at a rapid pace, and there's a lot of new characters coming out, and it's really hard to keep up. So that was part of the reason why I fell off with Monster High, and it's part of the reason why I fell off with a lot of brands, honestly. Oh God, this is so hard to open. These are the nails. And I have man hands, so that's not fitting my fingers. But this would be really cute for its intended audience, I think. I think they'd have a lot of fun with it. Although if I was like 10, I think this would also be fun. It gives me Bratz vibes. I wonder if people felt fatigued with Bratz in 2005 to 2007. I wonder that too. Um, looking back at like if I look at the forums and stuff back in the day, I feel like I see less of that from that era, and I see a lot of being tired of like the same, because I feel like during like 2006 it started with like cookie cutter outfits like with Forever Diamonds and stuff, and like even though people like love Forever Diamonds like now, I feel like back then it was like lines like that got a lot of criticism because they like were very cookie cutter. um Fashion Pixies got a lot of criticism. I'm really shocked people want Fashion Pixies back, because I'm like, really? I feel like Fashion Pixies did not do well back in the day. Like maybe like in our hearts, like in our if you like if you're like an OG, like in our hearts, yes, we love Fashion Pixies and Forever Diamonds, like yes, but yeah, I don't think it performed well with a lot of folks. Hey Vanilla Sims, why is this so hard to get out? This nail salon fridge thing. Yeah, like it was like yeah, same out for different font. I love those lines. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love that era still, and I grew up with that era, so it's hard to like criticize them. But like, I guess it's nice to be objective once in a while. This is really cute. If I had more space to like display stuff like this, I totally would. But this is great for kids to just like enjoy themselves and to play around and put the nails in. I think I'm just gonna throw these nails in here for now. I think the goal one day would to be like to own a home and be able to just display stuff and display play sets like this. How do I like the new Creeproductions? I do quite like them. I do quite like them. I keep bumping into the table, sorry. I got Sparkle Star mainly because I don't have her yet. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about her. She looks cute, but she was on sale at least. I do need some coffee. I think someone asked how my day was, and I skipped over. I'm sorry. But my day was good. Not my nail, my day. My nails weren't good because I bit them off. I went to work. I did leave early just because I have comp time at work because I've been working like super long hours. So I was like, you know what? Let me leave early. Let me get some lunch, and let me go shopping. Specific website to look at old Bratz forums right now. I don't know. I haven't looked in a long time. I want to say if Yahoo groups are still open, definitely try there. If not, try the Wayback Machine for Yahoo forums, Yahoo groups. Yahoo groups was like the place. What I find so interesting about Bratz was that Bratz was coming up when the internet was really like coming up in terms of like online communities. And like the very first online community for Bratz was like in 2001 on Yahoo groups. And I'm like, from the jump, like, they had like an online fan base going, and it was started by adult doll collectors. So I'm always intrigued by the fact that Bratz always had that like mass appeal. Yahoo Groups is gone. That's sad. I get sad thinking about things that used to just be so accessible. How was it being a Bratz collector in the dark ages? 2013, I stopped collecting for a moment in time. I'm just ripping this doll out. Her hair is very interesting, the way that they styled this in the back. I wonder what the reason for this was. She needs a good wash. But being a Bratz collector in 2013, I liked the 2013 era. It wasn't the best, but I liked what it was at the time. Going into 2014, I kind of just fell off doll collecting generally. I think I got dolls here and there, but it wasn't I don't know, it wasn't the main thing in my life, and I was actually starting to really socialize more as a teenager and growing into teenhood and coming out with my sexual orientation. So I was kind of focused on my social life and my extracurriculars, and I didn't have time for doll collecting and stuff. But then when 2015 came, I was really excited for it. I was really looking forward to it, even though at the end of the day, it wasn't truly what Bratz was. I felt like it was just a time of excitement and something to look forward to. And it was definitely a fresh take on the brand. But then the fallout of 2015 was so hard. It was just so hard because it, in your heart when you love something so much, and for me, with Bratz, Bratz holds such a special place in my heart, and I know the power and the potential Bratz has, but it's so hard to convince other people or to, I don't know, convince companies that Bratz is, or something is a special thing to you, and that it could be a special thing to other people, and that could have a mass appeal again. But I guess just business is business at the end of the day, and it's so hard to really know what's going to work and what's going to work. Everything in business is a gamble. So I think Bratz has always been a huge gamble for MGA. It's been a huge gamble for retailers. And then with 2017, that was, hard, but I was in college, I had started college, so I was kind of focused on that. And I was also building lookinbratz.com at the time, so that was fun. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that things slowed down at that point. I won't lie. Just because it gave me time to work on my website and to not have to worry about so many moving parts and new things coming out. That's how I feel now. I'm super overwhelmed. I'm really glad that the brand is sort of thriving again, but it's so hard running that website. I love it though. I love it. It's just hard. But yeah, in 2018, I love the 2018 line. It's just a matter of the timing of it. I think MGA learned a lot from that release based off of how OMG and Rainbow High went when they first debuted. I think MGA took all the mistakes from Bratz from 2010 to 2018, and they took everything they learned and then applied it to OMG and Rainbow High. I think is the best way to put it. Facebook groups. Yeah, everything's on Facebook right now. I feel like the Facebook culture has very much changed. Okay. I got my first strange message. Sorry, I don't know if I should say that out loud. I'm really glad that Bratz is producing dolls and more consistently now. I know a lot of people want there to be more. I would love for there to be more Bratz produced consistently, but I do think there's a huge difference in the market right now. I'm gonna open her. This doll has been on shelves like just collecting dust, I think, since last year. Since like fall. Which isn't a long time, but she was definitely like one I hesitated on. She doesn't have a name though, right? Yeah. She's just the Haribo. She's the Haribo queen. Haribo QT. Is her name just Haribo? Oh wait, this doll's really cute. This doll, wait, I love this belt here. I don't think I actually like, sometimes you have to like buy a doll to really open it and experience it. I love this chain belt here with the gummy bears. That's adorable. And this jacket, this is really cute. I have to fix her up though. Oh, she comes with a stand. That's good. She comes with a little gummy bear backpack. Bratz having nylon was jarring for me. I think at first it was kind of like, oh, okay, like for me, like I was a little like, okay, like, nylon. I felt like pretty used to it just with OMG and Rainbow High, but I do feel like with the size of a Bratz head, it could be a little bit, it's definitely new for Bratz. I feel like they've really learned how to work with it now, though, and I'm happy with the way things have been. Oh, and she comes with her hat. Nice. I hope we get more like Hello Kitty, though. I'd love to see like more Hello Kitty collabs with, and Sanrio collabs with MGA brands. What's your favorite era or year of Bratz? I would definitely want to say like 2004, 2005. I feel like 2004 like really, really hits different for me. And that's always like that and like 2006 too. 2006 really takes me back. I'm like, okay, I really love that era. I think that's like a go-to era for a lot of folks. I also got all of Series 5. I think this is Series 5 of Tweens. I think we moved past Series 4, yeah. It's hard keeping up. I did get them today. So I was like, let me treat myself. I've been good. Let me treat myself. I love these lives, by the way. Thank you. I'm so happy to be going live, and I'm happy that people are here engaging. I was like, is anyone going to come to a live stream? But I'm glad that there's some people here. Well, there's a good chunk of people here, so. Thanks for showing the gorgeous dolls. Big thanks to the amazing website. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to the website updates. I've been working with some really cool people on doing some stuff for the website to update it, and I'm hoping to get that out very soon. I feel like I say that a lot, so when it happens a million years from now, yeah, we'll look back at this and laugh. Do you have the big Bratz dolls? I have a few. I have, actually off to the side here, I have the first Yasmin one. I have the big Bratz Kylie here. And down in my storage area, I have the two 2015 ones. I'm just ripping dolls out of packages today. Which doll YouTubers do you watch? I watch a few. I do watch a lot of my friends. I watch like Bratz the World whenever Emil and Frank want to post, because they haven't posted in a minute. And if they're watching, please post again. I like Plastic Hearts. Who else? I tend to watch a lot of ASMR. Like, I gravitate to ASMR a lot. So I don't watch a ton of doll videos, but when I do, I like try to just like watch whoever's like recommended to me. I do love 1,000 Splendid Dolls, I will say. And I love the consistency that she's been here for like ever. First wave OMG shook me with the nylon. That was my kind of first experience with it. Yeah, I didn't know the difference between nylon and saran at the time. And so there was like this huge misconception that nylon was polypropylene. So everyone was calling polypropylene nylon for a long time. So when I finally experienced OMG, they were like, it's nylon. And I'm like, no, this feels good. It's saran, isn't it? Why would you say it's nylon? And then I found out the difference between like nylon and polypropylene. So yeah, I love nylon. I will say it has its faults, but also saran has its faults too. I think for now I'm gonna keep these accessories in this packaging until I like put them on the dolls. I don't want to lose all these pieces. Also, this doll is pretty cute. The new tweens, I know like they're a little basic, but they're still pretty cute. Like, I think MGA, like, even if they simplify something, they're still gonna bring something nice to the table and something like palatable and good quality. I forgot there's no stands with these. There's no stands. 2006 is definitely my favorite Bratz year, but objectively, I feel like Bratz peaked a bit in 2004 in terms of piece count, if that makes sense. No, I totally get what you mean. That makes a lot of sense. Like, I think quality-wise and piece count, like, 2004, 2005, like, was the peak. But then, like, when it gets to, like, 2006, I feel like we see a lot of, you know, things that... Ooh. Oh, whoa. I just, like, sliced my finger open. Ow. Okay. Hopefully I don't bleed. That's awkward. But yeah, no, I get what you mean. Like 2006, I feel like it resonates with a lot of people just because of like Forever Diamonds and like the things that were coming out around the time. Um, so yeah, I know what you mean. I would love a Bratz Band-Aid right now. Oh, I hate when I like injure my fingers or like cut them open. I'm so glad you own Bratz Baby's Felicia. I know she is safe with you. Yeah, I'm really glad too. You know what? I'm just gonna grab a Band-Aid really quick, and then I wonder if I'm able to stop the video for a second. I don't know. I'm not bleeding though. My cats are like, oh. Thank you so much. My mom just rescued me. Thanks, Mom.
You need anything else?
Yeah, I thought you were one of the cats. No, I'm good for now. Thank you. Wow. My prayers were answered. My mom is a godsend. I think she was I'm assuming she was watching. That's mother. And it's an LOL surprise one. Wow. I wish I had some Bratz ones. I feel like they should make more Bratz ones again. Yeah, Bratz Baby's Felicia, I will say, I was really scared when she went up. I was like, who is this doll going to end up with? Is it going to end up in the wrong hands? Is it going to end up in the hands of a reseller? For me, I'll be honest, I would never see myself parting with this doll. So yeah. I'm really glad I have her. And you know what? It's like the weirdest thing is like I always said to myself, if there's anything, if there's anything I would drop money on, like expensive money on, like a good chunk on, it would be a baby's Felicia or like an unreleased Bratz doll. And I feel like I kind of manifested her. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, that is like the strangest thing that I even like found her and ended up getting her. I don't know. I manifested some things. And we'll talk about that too, because I manifested things that I'm going to show you in this live stream. But thank you, Mom. Shout out to my mom because she came through. She's literally mother. My mom is like my number one fan, probably next to my boyfriend. What lines would you want Bratz to reproduce next? And I'm gonna open up. Is she the one I cut my finger? Yeah. I'm gonna be extra careful now. Opening these up. Oh, what lines would I want to see reproduced next? You know what? Like in my heart and soul, I'd want to be like live in concert, but I know that's not realistic because I don't know if they would sell as well. And I hate to say that, but I would love to see Tokyo Go-Go. I think Tokyo Go-Go would do pretty well. Just in terms of like a business standpoint, Tokyo Go-Go. I honestly think Formal Funk would do well. I don't know. Maybe Formal Funk. I feel like people know it enough. We're getting Slumber Party, which I think was a good choice. I know it's like not a lot of people's like first choice, but here is. I haven't even like mentioned their names. I'm so overwhelmed. Hannah Groove. She's cute. I like her dress a lot. You know, I think a lot of people, including myself, kind of like ragged on the series, but despite some of like the setbacks in terms of, you know, there's no stand and there's no articulated wrists, some of the outfits are a little bit more simple. I still think these are pretty good. And, you know, considering inflation and stuff, I'm okay with it. I will say though, MG sacrifices a lot for accessory count now. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't know how well uh the accessory thing is like doing for these brands. Like, is this really like the direction that kids want to see these brands go in? Like, is that what's valued right now? I don't know. And I think sometimes we do tend to forget that, you know, these dolls aren't made mostly for like adult collectors. These are made for children. We're not the target audience. So yeah, I wonder if the accessories are good. What dolls are you expecting for Series 4? I don't know if we're getting a Series 4, honestly. But if there is a Series 4, I would love to see like Dresden, maybe Kina. I would love to see maybe Katya. And I feel like there's always another one I have as a blanket answer. I want to see the twins get reproduced. I really want Roxy and Phoebe to come back. And if they did well, I would love to see the other twins, like maybe like Nona and Tess come back at some point. I would honestly completely replace the boy and I would give that budget to the twins instead. Destiny, I think, could be good. I feel like there's like other options though. Oh, I would like to see Leah. I'd like to see Spring Bake Leah. I think she'd be a really great one for something in that realm. There's an unreleased 2013 Yasmin on Mercari right now. Is that the one, the My Passion one? I think she. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I do. You know what? I have that My Passion Yasmin. I have her new in the box in storage because, as Daniel mentioned, there was this app in the US called Holler, and it just closed down. I want to say a year or two ago, and they had all this like like super random dead stock of like Bratz dolls and other brands and whatnot. It was kind of like an online dollar store in a sense, but it wasn't like a dollar store. It was like, like it was cheaper items. And I bought all of the Formal Funk Boys new in the box, $10 each in 2016. I was in college. So I was like freaking out because I also got them and I got that My Passion Yasmin. I might have gotten a few other things at the time, but yeah, that was a crazy time. You know what? I forget Princess exists sometimes. I think a Princess Repro honestly would be really cool. And we're getting Princess and the Wicked Twins with the mini Bratz, so I think anything is possible. Princess, I think, would actually do really well. In hindsight, I think it would. But also, like, I don't know, like, what the thoughts and feelings are of, like, the folks at MGA. Like, I wonder, like, what goes through their heads when they're choosing, what do we reproduce or what new products do we come with, that kind of thing. Oh, Rhea and Vanessa. Yeah, Rhea and Vanessa, I think, would be good contenders for a core series lineup. Me and Super Fatty go back to, I think, like 2010, like Flickr days. Shout out to anybody who was on Flickr. That was like the Yahoo groups of the 2010s. Oh, and somebody asked me about my cats. Sorry, I'm just changing. Okay. So I have 4 cats now. I had 3 up until like around Valentine's Day. My mom took in a new cat. His name is Mister. So we have 4 cats now. All right. Hopefully, Flora Moon, I won't slice my finger on you. What's your fave MGA brand aside from Bratz? Oh, that's a hard one. Oh, that's really hard. I don't know. You know what? I would say if I would break it into eras, if it was like the 2000s, I might say like Yummyland. If it's the 2010s / early 2010s, I'd maybe say like not Lala. Sorry, I was reading Lala Loopsy. I read the comments of Lala Loopsy. Sorry, I didn't really collect a Lala Loopsy. I loved the mini ones though when I was like when those first came out. I loved Moxie Girls. And now I would say maybe like OMG or Rainbow High in like the 2020s era. I don't know. But I don't know. My mind really goes to like Yummy Land. I loved Yummy Land a lot. Flashback Fever. Wow, that'd be a really cool repro too. I think that's also going to be part of Mini Bratz coming up. So who knows? Honestly, anything is possible. Like Bratz honestly has felt like the most unpredictable brand for the past 3 years. Like they just do things and it's like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I had a cat once. One of these cats that we currently have, when we first got them, he took like one of my like fashion pixies, like the mini pixie, and like tore it up. Tore it up. But I replaced her. It was fine. I wasn't like mad because I was like, he's just a baby. That was like when they were first like newborns, and I was like, oh, I can't be mad at you. But yeah, my cats are pretty respectful with my dolls for the most part. So I'm like happy about that. They have good manners, I guess. And I see lots of people are afraid of live dolls. What do you think about them? Ooh, I haven't heard that name in like 5 days. Live dolls, I really, really did love. You know what? What's funny is I think Liv kind of competed for my attention back then, like in the 2010s. I remember Liv came out and it was also Juku Couture in 2009 and Moxie Girls. They all came out at the same time. And I was really eager to get like one of each. So I think it was Daniela from Liv, and I got one of the Juku Couture girls, and I got a lot of Moxie Girls at the time. I was really, really looking forward to the Moxie Girls because they were definitely, I was like, oh, these are the soul sisters of Bratz. And this is like what's going to fill that void since at the time Bratz were going off the market, which never really, really happened. But Live Dolls, I really did love, honestly. And I kind of wish they would get another chance. Let's hope there's no plastic in my coffee. Oh, not the drawing Rainbow High dolls. Yeah, I feel like what we've been experiencing the past few years kind of mimics, like it always happens in like weird bouts of time. It's like we had the 2000s, which was like a lot of competing doll brands, and then we had like the start of the 2010s. We had a lot of competing doll brands again, and then now we saw it again, like a year or two ago. A cluster of competing doll brands. It's always strange how like it happens in waves, and it happens almost like every 8 to 10 years. First edition blonde girl. Ooh, was it Sophie? I think was her name. I think it was Sophie. It was Sophie, Alexis, Katie, Daniela, I think. So I think hers was Sophie. But yeah, I got Daniela, and then I got a lot of. Oh, I loved like the Schools Out line. I think it was called Schools Out from Liv. It came out like the year after, and there was this like one Alexis with like dark lipstick that I was obsessed with. Where'd I get the mug? This mug, they have it on Amazon. I actually have it listed on my Amazon storefront. Amazon.com/shop/lookinbrats. I have it linked in my description. But I think I found this one. Where did I find this one? Probably like, where did I take the price tag off of everything. You can find this at like Burlington, I think, or like TJ Maxx or something like that. I'm forgetting though exactly which one. Like one of like the discount stores, they have it. But they sold this in a few places like Burlington, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I want to say mine might have came from Burlington. But it's also on Amazon. I might have gotten it from Amazon. Oh, she comes with a skateboard. Cute. Okay. I'm going to open up this one last tweens, and then we're going to check out some cool things I got just off to the sides here. Also, I just have like these I just think this is so funny. Is my band-aids are LOL Surprise and Build-A-Bear Workshop. Because in my head, I'm like a child, but not really. My inner child comes out when I go shopping. My scenes, did I have my scenes growing up? I did have some. So my thing though, like I started off loving Barbie and Disney Princess when I was a kid. And those are really cute band-aids, right? So I started off loving those brands, and then when I found Bratz, like I really, really just loved Bratz, and I always was like, oh, like Barbie is like the enemy of Bratz, so I have to like support Bratz all the way. But in my head, I didn't realize My Scene and Barbie were like the same thing, so I always thought My Scene was cool, but Bratz always took priority for me. Also, this is Cassie Cool. She's really pretty. She has like glittered edges. That's cute. But yeah, I got a few of my scenes growing up. I think mostly I would like play like when I was like in like the aftercare at school or something, I'd play like with the other girls and we like, play with the my scene dolls. But I didn't have like a ton of them myself because I would always be getting Bratz instead. But I did have one. It was like a sporty Kennedy or something, like a sports themed Kennedy, and I think she had like a white jumpsuit with like pink accents. I want to say it might have been Adidas branded, but I don't fully remember. But that was one that I specifically remember having, and then as I grew up, I would get some like more my scenes. I'd go to the thrift stores and get my scenes mostly. But I really wanted more my scenes. I still want some more my scenes, honestly. I didn't see them a ton at discount stores, and I really oh my god, if my mom's watching, uh, I really really wanted to go to Christmas tree shops when I was a kid because I heard that they had the discounted my scenes at the Christmas tree shops, and my mom was gonna take me, but it just never happened. I don't know. I was like 12 at the time, but I ended up going to a Christmas tree shop. It was like a chain of stores called Christmas Tree Shops. It wasn't like just Christmas trees, it was like a discount store, like kind of like a Burlington meets Michael's in a sense, is the best way I could describe it. And when we moved to a new house, we were close to a Christmas tree shop, so her and I would go pretty often up until it closed last summer. Like they shut down all the Christmas tree shops, and I was really upset about it. But yeah, that's just my story of I'm upset that they keep closing stores that I love, and I really wish in the 2010s I could have found my scene at the Christmas tree shops. Yeah, I think she had pigtails. Oh, you're lucky. I really wish I stumbled upon more my scenes at thrift stores. I have one. It was a Barbie I found, a my scene Barbie that I found in 2022, and she had like bent elbows, like the ones for like the scooters or the Vespas. So she's in like one of my bins somewhere, but I never really fixed her up. I just bought her because it was my scene. Okay, so it was Adidas. Okay, I'm glad I didn't make that up. Oh wow, I'm finally finished unboxing. This is chaos. Chaos, but we love dolls. Love dolls. I'm noticing, do the tweens, okay, they do have bendy knees. They're just a little bit more stiff. You kind of have to, whatever. I usually have them standing up anyway, but these don't have stands, so I'm going to figure out what I want to do with them. All right. Um, Where do I go next? I have this doll. She's very pretty. I was gonna buy the blonde one. I probably still will. But at the time she was sold out, so I think I might go back and see if she's in stock again. I'm sure she is. But I did want this one. I thought the gowns were really gorgeous. I love the design. And at first I was like, I'm gonna unbox these. But then I was like, I don't know. I really love the packaging. Like, it's basic, but I don't know. Like, I'm really digging it. The only thing I don't like is how this one flap of the dress kind of is going this way. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave them in the box. I do think they have blue mascara. By the looks of it on the back of the box, it looks like blue mascara to me. It's hard to tell in person. Actually, no, it might not be blue mascara. I think it's just blue eyeshadow and it looks like the mascara. Don't mind me. Do you collect other stuff apart from dolls, like figurines? I collect like I feel like I just collect a lot of random, like if something is like looks interesting to me, I'll buy it. I don't know if I'll necessarily collect it. Um, it depends on what it is. I really have to like get into it. Sometimes I'll start things off like I'll buy something and I'll be like, "Oh, do I want to like continue and collect this?" And I'll be like, "Okay, maybe not." I get that way with a lot of like small figures. Like I'll buy some small figures, but I can't really commit to collecting them, especially cuz like my money will end up going to dolls anyway. Um I'm trying to think of what else. I like collecting like random things here and there. Like I love getting like DVDs. I love physical media. I like collecting books at times. Um, I think it also extends into like my Bratz collection. Like I love Bratz DVDs and CDs and CD-ROMs and books and magazines. I do want to buy like more magazines generally. Like I'll go to Barnes and Noble and just like look at the magazines and I'm like, like maybe I should like, buy more magazines. Yeah, but like otherwise, I can't say I collect too much. I'm trying to think though. I don't think so. I do I collect a lot of Bratz things though, like not just the dolls. I just like collecting Bratz things. Hey, thanks for joining. Um, I'm gonna answer this out of order. Least fave doll in your collection at the moment. Anything that's like put away in storage, I would say maybe like not my most favorite. You know what I will say I've been collecting lately is a lot of Chucky stuff. I've been finding a lot of like Chucky like little figures and stuff. Like I found like these figures at Five Below of Chucky and Tiffany, and then I found a really cool Chucky figure at Target that I bought. So like Chucky things, and I also may have impulse bought a doll today. That is a replica of Tiffany that I didn't tell my mom yet, and now she's probably finding out. um the B goths. That's what I wanted to talk about. B goths, bleeding edge goths, if nobody knows. Um and Living Dead dolls. I miss seeing them in stores. I sometimes will see Living Dead dolls at FYE, but FYE is like a dying breed. I loved going to FYE and like the CD stores and the record stores back in like the 2000s. Like that was like something that like I would always ask like my aunt and my dad, whoever I could, to like take me to them because I wanted to buy like CDs and DVDs like all the time. And I would always see Living Dead dolls at like FYE and Hot Topic. I miss those days. I really, really miss those days. Um, and then the Begoth dolls. I didn't see them. I may have seen them at Hot Topic. I don't recall. But there was a store in Six Flags Magic Mountain in California. And Tower Rec. Oh, I'll talk. Sorry, I'm jumping. I'm just seeing things. So what was it? What was it? Begoths. There was a store. It was I think it was by the wooden roller coaster. I could be wrong. It was like a weird area in Magic Mountain. And this store sold almost exclusively bleeding edge goth dolls. And I wish there was a record of this somewhere. This was like 2007 we're talking about. I need to see. I remember so visually in my head seeing this store. I popped in and then I popped out because I was scared of the dolls. My aunt was really interested in looking at them, and I just kind of like walked out. Um, and in like a theme park, it was like of all places, a theme park. It was Six Flags Magic Mountain, and I don't know why they had. I guess I think it might have been like the bleeding edge, like people selling their dolls like in a storefront at Magic Mountain. I have to like look this up. And I know somebody was telling me a few months ago about forums with like people who like collected bleeding edge goth dolls. So I'm going to have to like look at those. Um so yeah, that's like my memory, and I think about that often for some reason of that random store in Magic Mountain. Would you like to make a Bratz book? That is a dream of mine. I would love to make like a coffee table book of just Bratz. I would love to like make like lookinbrats.com into like a coffee table book version of it. That would be really cool for me. I would hope it'd be cool for other people, but that would be a dream. A replica? Yeah, it is a replica of Tiffany. I don't know when she's coming. I am brave and crazy for that because I've always wanted a replica of Tiffany, and I was telling my mom, I think last night or the night before, and I was like, I think I'm gonna buy this doll at some point. I have the Spencer's version of Chucky and Tiffany, but they're like very janky. They're not cute at all. They're stored away in my closet. And now that they heard me say that, they're gonna kill me when I'm asleep. Okay, Tower Records. That was a store in Was that in California? Because I think I went there. That's not the. Oh, I'm thinking of Empire Records from the movie. No, Tower Records. I'm pretty sure I remember going to Tower Records at some point in my childhood. Um, and I also loved Amoeba Music, and I think they moved locations. Amoeba, um, that was a really cool store. I'm sad that they moved it though. Richie, we're sleeping with Tiffany in the bed. She's got her own space. Booking Bratz. Where are the Bratz leaks? I would love to know. It has been very dry. Um, did you ever went to that weird warehouse MGA used to host? I haven't gone personally, but I went to a flea market and somebody had bought up stock from there, not knowing that what they had were like samples and stuff. And somebody else on Instagram, I'm forgetting his username. I'm blanking right now. But he bought a lot of stuff from the flea market from that seller who bought from the warehouse and got some really cool samples. But I also have some cool samples as well. I should do a video separately on that one day. Okay, I'm pretty sure I went to Tower Records. That's the because I know there's probably like that one location. I think it was like it had the yellow storefront, like the yellow signs and stuff. But I feel like there was another record store. I've been trying to like for the life of me figure it out, but it was in like a tall building. And I don't think it, I don't know, maybe it was another Tower Records or something. But I remember going there as a kid and I was really fascinated because it was like really high up and I don't know, I could see like the city. I thought it was really cool. I'm for some reason I'm oddly obsessed with like California from my childhood memories. Lollipop Girls dolls, I would love to get one day. Honestly, I would like to get one. Favorite OMG doll, Lady Diva. Monster High doll, I honestly want to say it might be Ghoulia, but I also have a soft spot for Draculaura, like the first ones. I didn't know they had Tower Records exclusives. That's really cool. I just remember um I would buy like if I had like phases of music, I'd always want to go to all the record stores and like literally buy the whole discography of that artist. Okay, I'm going to. Should I show the Bratz doll first or the Silkstone first? I have two mystery dolls. Maybe not mystery to some people. Maybe some people know what they are. But I got my first Silkstone Barbie and I got a really cool Bratz doll. And I don't know which one I should show first. But I don't know. I might do the Silkstone. Because I haven't like really like seen the like I've seen the Silkstone, but I haven't like opened her. Okay, I think I might do Silkstone first. Okay, I got my first Silkstone Barbie, and if you didn't see my video, y'all, I did a video where I got like the reproduction Barbie from 1992. Yeah, 92, 93. And I really love the reproduction ones. Like I thought they were really gorgeous. But I got my first Silkstone Barbie, and you can see her on the back. But this is so cool. I love the packaging. This doll is literally stunning. Like, are you joking? Stunning. I've never like held a Silkstone before. I've never felt one. The box is heavy. Like, this is a heavy doll. And I am gonna unbox her because her plastic, like her rubber bands are all rotted and stuff. But I saw this doll a few years ago on eBay and I was like, I would really love to get one of these one day. And I finally got one. And I really do want to put her on display. Like, she looks so cute. I want to fix her hair up. If I don't put her on display, I would like to at least place her back in the box. And she has some, like, the ribbon back here that you can just do this. I feel like you're live? What does that mean? I am live. Richie, what do you mean? I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna I'm gonna unbox this doll. Did I miss something in the chat? I'm so confused. They had a Silkstone. Oh, you know what? Yeah, they do have Silkstone Kens, don't they? Which Ken was it? I'm curious now. Wasn't this the Allen doll was the one that came out recently? The reproduction, wasn't he a Silkstone, or am I making that up? Oh god, I don't want to like ruin this packaging. There's a few other Silkstones I really want to get. I'm gonna take it slow with the Silkstones because they are pricey, and I really want to like appreciate each one I get. Yeah, the Silkstones are so pricey. This one wasn't too bad, but it was kind of like, okay. Like, yeah, she was expensive. But honestly, like for like the experience, I think it is worth it. I think I'm just gonna snip. I'm gonna try it. Oh no, I got it. I got the ribbon. And I did not have to snip it. Okay. Ooh, okay. Her ponytail is all fudged up right now. She's gonna need a little bit of work. But whoa, this is a new experience for me. Source, I ordered her. What did you order? Oh, you ordered Alan? Let's look at this face. Wait, hold up. There we go. I would love to take this to like a plastic surgeon and be like, can you replicate this on my face, please? I feel like if you walked around with a mug like this, you would be set for life. You would not have to work a day in your life. You could literally just stare and you'd get money. No, this is going to be the next part. I hate these. This doll is from 2000, so she's like, what, 24 years old now? This doll's almost as old as me. That's creepy. And I'm still wondering what Richie meant. Oh, Richie texted me. It was an accident. Love you, Richie. Give me the Berdwine special. Look at this. So I want to get the rest of the lingerie girls. I do think they are very, very stunning. I would like to maybe get fashion packs, but what I'm finding out as a newer Barbie and Silkstone collector, that the fashion packs are just as expensive as the regular dolls. So honestly, I don't mind keeping her in her lingerie for display. But there was a fashion pack I was eyeing that I thought was really cute. It was like Hollywood heiress or something like that. I don't know. Gold label didn't sell well. Oh, okay, $40 isn't bad, but 200, I guess the profit was better. She is gorgeous, and like the feeling of the skin, like the plastic, because they feel like porcelain, but they're not porcelain. But they're like, it's like a special plastic that's made to feel like porcelain, and I've never personally experienced it. Some people are probably like, okay, Dom, like chill, like this is just a Silkstone Barbie. But I don't know. But her hair, and the hair feels great. It's lovely, lovely saran hair. But wow, did those elastics dry rot? But I love a good high pony on a doll, so I'll redo it. And she'll look lovely. Here's the shoes. Let me see her compared to a regular, to this reproduction. Okay. Differences in the body. The arms are different, like longer. The torso, and I think, yeah, the chest area is very similar. The torso is a little different. This is more like a twist and turn. She twist and turn? I don't think she was. No, she's like static. Um, the legs are bent into position, kind of like a model muse body. She's very pretty though. Wow, gorgeous. I wonder if they can break like a porcelain doll. I have a feeling maybe not like break, maybe like chip though. I feel like they'd be like they would chip if you like smashed it up against something. I'm gonna try to be as careful as possible and not do that. Lifting silkstones at the gym. No, like for real, these are heavy. You could honestly, I should buy more silkstones and do like an at-home gym of just silkstones. Even the stand is kind of heavy. Like I've never felt a Barbie stand with like weight like this. If you ever have like a home intruder, get yourself a Silkstone Barbie. Right next to the Bratz Big Babies, get yourself a Silkstone Barbie. I think she could do some damage. Not just to your wallet, but to an intruder. Here I am always struggling with these Barbie stands. Oh, here it is. Gorgeous, stunning. When she gets her hair done, she's going to be even more gorgeous and stunning. I want like a glass case for her. The unboxing experience reminds me of Integrity Toys dolls. And I don't have a ton of Integrity Toys dolls, like the high-end ones, but when I do unbox them, this is kind of like the feeling I get. Lovely doll. There are some certificates and stuff. Ooh, fancy. There's like this whole thing here with should it ever be necessary to clean your Silkstone doll, simply use a soft, damp cloth and dry with a soft cloth. Be sure to use soft material for the best cleaning results. Doll's lingerie can be removed. Wow, each doll was personally inspected to be ensured that they are carefully wrapped and protected. Wow. And there's a 2-year warranty on this. Does anyone know if the Silkstones ever made it to stores? I could see these being like in Toys R Us back in the day, like in like a special part of Toys R Us where like the collector dolls used to be. And there's like this really cool sealed. I'm a little afraid to open it. I don't want to damage it. Integrity Toys did make the RuPaul dolls. Ooh, okay. There's like a booklet. Oh wow, there's like it's like a whole pamphlet of like Silkstone. That's really cute. I love that, like the pictures and stuff. If my camera quality wasn't doo-doo right now, I wonder if I can do this on my phone next time. That's the one I have. I love this outfit. This one's really cute. And it would really match well with the doll we just got. There's a certificate. Lovely. Lovely. I love this unboxing experience. It's really cool. I wish Bratz would do something like this. Like, I think that'd be really cool. Silkstone's at Myer. I feel like everything ends up at Myer in Australia. Okay, I have one more thing to show. I'm surprised we've only been going for like 2 hours, though. I would love to go to Australia one day. I really want to like travel the world at some point in my life. I don't know when that time is going to be. I really like, I've always wanted to go to the UK. I've always wanted to go to Australia. I've always wanted to go to like all the places like Italy and Paris and, you know, London, Paris, maybe Tokyo. Something's going on. Anywhere we go tonight. I feel like Meijer, like our equivalent, is like Macy's in the US. Or like a Bloomingdale's. I don't know. I do always see, though, I feel like a lot of the Bratz currently end up at Meijer. So that's nice to see that there's some accessibility there. I guess I'll show this doll now. Okay. So, hey, Coco. Okay, so I got a doll in the mail a few weeks ago. I haven't posted about her. I barely mentioned her. And this is a doll that has been a grail of mine for so long. Probably since I was literally like 7 years old. And a doll that I honestly never thought I would ever own. And completes a collection of mine that I love very dearly. And a friend of mine sent her to me as a gift. Um, and I'll shout out that person, Class Chloe. I don't know if it's the same Class Chloe who's on the live before. I feel like there's two Class Chloes. The username Class Chloe. It's not the doll Class Chloe, but somebody has the username Class Chloe on here, and somebody has the username Class Chloe on like Instagram and Twitter. But thank you so much to Class Chloe. It is the JoJo Siwa collection. It is none other than Live in Concert Nevra. I literally never thought I would really own her. And I like literally don't even know what to say. Like probably like the most holiest of grails like in doll collecting that I could ever have wanted would have been Live in Concert Nevra. And it's weird that I'm like holding this doll in my hands right now and I finally own her. Live in Concert, like you can see in the back, I do have all of them. Oh, that's you might not be able to see Jade, and I have Dana in the corner here as well. Jade I thought was gonna be a hard find, but I found her off Facebook Marketplace for $5 in 2017. So I lucked out with her. But Live in Concert Nevra, I thought was she kind of is like next to impossible to find at the moment. And whenever she does go up for sale, she's like $700-800. So I don't know if I'm done with collecting quite yet, but I feel pretty satisfied at the moment, like with Bratz, like my personal Bratz collection. The only thing is, and like this is like natural due to aging, is that some of the pleather has worn off. It's peeled in some spots. So I'm thinking of either doing some sort of restoration video or maybe buying a new outfit for her. I do want to try to replicate her hairstyle a little bit more with like the part coming out of her high pony, like the shorter piece coming out. So I might just do a separate video where I sort of revive the doll, but she really came in great condition for the most part. So thank you so much to Class Chloe for uh, gifting this to me. Like it was super like, are you sure you want to do this? Like super unexpected, but really like really appreciated. Like and this was like my manifestation is I felt like I manifested getting a Live in Concert Nevra. Like I said 2024. I said it to myself. 2024 is going to be the year that I get a Live in Concert Nevra, and lo and behold, it was kind of like the start of the year that he had reached out to me regarding her, and I got her in the mail just last month. So she's an official part of the Lookin' Bratz collection, and I'm really excited to have her in it. I just need to get her headpiece and maybe the new outfit. I'll redo her hair, but otherwise she looks really great. Like nothing wrong with her face. The hair is in pretty great condition. So I'm really happy. And like I said before, I love a doll with a high pony. So yeah, really, really happy, really grateful. I feel I don't know, like lately I've been feeling really just like I've been stressed and I've been anxious, but also I've been like okay, like I've been good. I've been feeling better about life generally. And I feel like just having like like these things kind of fall into place, and just having a lot of cool like opportunities and a lot of cool um I don't know, just things happening, a lot of cool collaborations about to happen that I have with some artists, like someone in the chat right now. So yeah, I'm really just, I'm looking forward to doing more with like, social media hopefully. Um doing more YouTube. I really have been slacking on the YouTube lately, but I really appreciate y'all for getting me to 10,000 subscribers. Like, hello. Like, thank you so much. I started YouTube like really not knowing what I was gonna get myself into. Like, I had done YouTube back in like 2009 when I was a kid. Like, I had started like doing YouTube, and um I never thought I'd be like doing YouTube consistently like as an adult, and doing it like, you know, with something that I really really genuinely love, like Bratz, and I love dolls, and I love just like talking about things, and sometimes just reflecting on life and past experiences. Like, it's been a really cool time, and I really thank y'all for letting me share that with you, and for thank you for embracing it the way that y'all have. Like, it's just been really great. I don't even know what else to say, but thank you. And I funny story, I met my boyfriend technically through YouTube. So that's kind of funny. Or through Twitter, but also YouTube in a sense. Um, but yeah. Thank you for all the love on the YouTube. Thank you for all the love for Lickin' Brats. And I'm really looking forward to the future of the YouTube and the future of the Lickin' Brats. And I don't know, like, I want to like I really just want to like get the updates done and over with so that I can finally share them, because there's just so many cool things, but it really does take time to work on those things. But lookinbrats.com, I'm just going to say, is going to get some really cool updates for anybody who cares. But it's going to be really cool. Should I tease something? I don't know. I kind of want to tease something. Maybe I'll pull something up. I appreciate that. I don't know what if I've done much to help the brand, but I'm glad that I could help in some way. So there's this one page in the update. It's like a new page on the website that, I won't lie, it takes like a while to load because it's very, very content heavy. I'm so good at teasing, like a big tease. I don't know. I guess I'll share this part of it. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of revealing a lot right now. What if I just wait? I need this page to load. It takes forever to load. Sometimes people do mistake me for the Bratz account. That's funny. I don't think I'm ready for the Bratz website, the Lookin' Bratz update for the website. Honestly, I don't know. I guess I'll just show like this part because the rest of it hasn't loaded yet. Wait. Oh, okay. You can see it kind of. It'll load at some point. I'm going to try to work to see how I can get this to be a little bit more efficient in terms of speed. Oh, here's part of it. Okay. I think I showed too much. It's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to this update. And it is very, very descriptive. There are like literally almost no details missed in this update. And that's why it's literally taken so long. So yeah, I think that might be it, honestly. I really want to thank y'all for who came tonight to join me. I've never done like a live stream like this before, so I really appreciate y'all. I haven't really looked at the camera because I've been looking at the comments the whole time. So I feel like I'm so used to making eye contact, so that's awkward. But yeah, thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for 10,000 subscribers. Thank you for all the love and support. Make sure to follow me on all socials at Lookin' Brats. Hold the G. See, this is the part, like, I get indigestion. And I don't want to burp on camera. This is like, because I can edit it out when I pre-film it, but when I'm on live, I'm like, okay, like, I can't burp in front of y'all. I can't be gross. Sorry. But thank you so much for everything. Follow me on all socials, Lookin Bratz. Hold the G on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Go to lookinbratz.com. I'm on Coffee. I'm on Amazon storefront. And I'm in your walls. All right. I hope I'll see y'all in the actual next video, and maybe I'll do another live stream at some point. This was fun. This was a great time. I am hitting that 2-hour mark. So I think my personal battery is getting drained, but really thank you again. And I will see y'all later. I hope everyone has a good night or a good day, a good afternoon, and peace.